Hi, it's Dr. Jenn Kennedy, and I'm with the Pleasure Project, and I'm here to just talk a little bit about groups. I've been having some good conversations with women that are signing up for it for my next Pleasure Circle starting in September, and I just wanted to address some of the hesitations that I hear pretty consistently. The first one being, what if I don't want to talk? I know you think you won't talk, but you actually have a lot to say. So what I will say is if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. But most of the time, I mean, this is what I do, right? I facilitate conversation, and I'm interested in having people participate because I think it helps them. And the beauty of the group is getting to hear from other people. Sometimes people echoing what you feel and didn't even realize you were feeling, or it just feels incredibly validating to hear people talk about things that you have experienced and make more sense of it. Also sometimes see their journey, which might look different than yours, to inform your journey. So I love group work. I think it's really fun from my side because I get to see kind of the various things at play and help, make connections from one member to another. And so specifically on this topic of sexual intimacy, it's a tricky one, and there's a lot of secrecy, there's a lot of things that go unsaid between partners. And so my goal with the Pleasure Circle is to help you start to unpack what is your own personal history, what are your hesitations, what are obstacles that get in the way for you. And it's really structured. So week by week we're going to talk about I'm going to give a little bit of a lecture, like a mini lecture, and then I'm going to give you some deepening exercises, and then we're all going to just sort of talk about it. And you can participate as much or as little as you want. So let's see. Some of the other things I hear is, what if I'm totally different than everybody else? And I would say, well, I'm screening everybody that comes in. So I know that you're not so different, but your particular situation might look different. Maybe you're single, maybe you and your partner haven't had sex in many, many years. Maybe you're returning from a condition, a chronic pain, or a cancer, or infidelity even. Like, there's a lot of different situations that people are walking in with. Some people have never had much desire. Some people used to have a great sex life and now they don't. So I think that actually makes it more rich. I don't want everyone to be the same, because then everyone's sort of feeling like, okay, then what's the answer? And if we can cross-pollinate and if we can talk about it in an open way, that typically everyone's checking in at the beginning and then checking in at the end, and there's a lightness, there's a noticeable shift that happens. And I love it. I think it's absolutely magic. And so I'm hoping that you will join us for the next one. So if you have other concerns, if you have some hesitations, please reach out. Let's talk through it and see. Some people also have issues about privacy, and I get that. It's a small town. That said, so the group is online, and you can just use your first name, but we are going to be visible, and I think that's part of connecting, is being able to see people's faces. What I will say is that in my experience, group members honor the confidentiality. I think that's really, really important. So I have not seen where that gets that anyone kind of varies from that. So it's not something I really worry about too much, because everyone's being really vulnerable. Everyone is coming forward with some fear, and so I am trusting the process. And I typically see women at the end of this journey feeling so much more confident, so much more grounded, more aware of what they want and how to initiate that. So first and foremost, this is about you building a relationship with yourself. And if a bonus outcome of it is also that you and your partnership really flourish sexually, great. But first and foremost, I care about you. So I hope you'll join us for the next Pleasure Circle. You can learn more at pleasureproject.us and find me on Instagram at Dr. Jenn Kennedy. Thanks so much.